are on. Welcome back to Satisfactory. We got episode 6 today. So you can see I haven't, it's very resource intensive to keep expanding. The theme today, the goal today is I want to kind of, while I still have, so we still have a bunch of resources coming in through our pipeline. So as those are stacking up, the goal for today is I want to get set up our, I'm gonna kind of call them our side warehouses. So I want to set up our input warehouse, I guess I'm gonna call it, to where I want all the raw resources to flow into. And then I also want to set up our power grid. You could kind of call it that. And then next episode, we're gonna try to really get the base up, at least running to where it's producing everything that we've been able to make so far. So that's kind of the goal. I feel like by doing these side warehouses, the materials can kind of keep rolling in, and then we can kind of expand that as needed. I think you can kind of see I still have the hole in the middle. So I'm thinking if we can get these set up, that'll help us a lot. So that way it's just ready to go once we, are ready, I guess you could say. But there's some expansions or like expansion upgrades to the hub I want to do yet. But I'm thinking that'll all come next episode. So here's kind of what I'm thinking, right, for our power area. And I put this up just to kind of give us an idea of where I want it to go. And I do like that world grid snapping, right? So you can see it's lined up with that. But my plan is I want to be able to come over here because I think I have to manually input just like leaves and wood. So when I collect a bunch of it, I want to be able to come up here and just put them in something. And we'll make this as big as smaller, as we need to. But I want to just be able to put them in something, and then the whole process happens, and then I have like maybe our burners is what we have access to right now, right there. So that's the first goal, and then set up our maybe even our pipeline, but set up at least where we're gonna get stuff input. So let's well, first let's warm everybody up here. Let's get a little sippy in there. Very nice. Oh yeah, we got the materials out there. That's looking good. So I'm thinking the plan is I'm gonna need 2 of these, right? So I want 2 of these. This is where I'm gonna walk up here and I'm gonna put stuff in these. So I'm gonna want them orange side facing me, and then I want to make sure I have enough room for like a wall eventually if I want it there, which that would be fine. And then I also want to make sure I have enough room to where I can like walk comfortably in there. So maybe like here-ish I feel would be good enough. I can put a wall in there then. And then we'll put another one in it, maybe. Make sure it lines up here. It'll give me the line when it does. Alright. So now I can like come up here and I can be like, alright, here's all my leaves. Here's all my wood. And that should be good. And then what those are going to go to is they're going to then go to, I can already tell we're going to have to extend this. And I will, don't worry, I'm going to make these foundations look nice. I know they're floating right now, which I hate. But I will fix that once we get to the point of where it can be fixed. So our leaves and whatnot are going to go to one of these bad boys, which I'm not super worried about the spacing. Surface is too uneven. What? Why is my surface too uneven? Oh, is it? Okay, I might have to move those over a little bit. That's fine. Let's see. So I need you. You can go like there. That'll give us room for a wall. I'm gonna have to move it over even one more. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna do walls or not, but let's at least get that set up correctly. Alright, so that would be no, and then one more over. Stop it. Okay, there we go. And then we'll put another one next to that. All right, so now we can line these up off of those. Yeah, I think that'll be better. So now if I put those in, so let's go on the side here. Make sure we have enough room. It should give me. Is it going to give me the line? There we go. So, oh, what do we think? I think that's about where we had it set up, right? Right, so that's telling us it should be a straight shot in there. Yep, that's what we're going for. Now we're going to line that one up with this one. And have the line going in there. There we go. So that'll work out good. So I can put my stuff in there. Then we've got 2 easy conveyor belts. And these will make our, right, like our leaves and our wood. Or our biomass from those, right, from those ingredients. Okay, so set those up. Okay, now, yeah, this is gonna be longer, more of a longer shaped building. It looks, it's looking like. All right, give me some more. Give me more room, please. We got a lot of materials coming in. We're going through them pretty quick. All right, so these are producing biomass, and now the biomass is going to go into another one of these to make the solid. So we need one more constructor, right? And we need to make room for, right? We gotta converge these two. I don't like how it's. Yeah, I think it'll be all right. We're not gonna really look at this once it's working, anyways. So let's go to a merger. And it's gonna go in and come out this way. All right, so that's like right in the middle. Wonder if I can, is that gonna give it enough room? Let's see, is that gonna give us enough room? It does, that's kind of cool. Nope, hold on. Okay, that works pretty good. All right, so we're merging in there. Now all of our biomass is gonna come out of here. Now what we can do is put up another constructor. Swap you around. And we want you to line up with that, maybe like right there. I like having a little bit of space in between them. Right, so now you are making the wood biomass, the leaf biomass, which in turn is pumping out on this one the solid biofuel. So that'll happen there. Now, what we can do is we can set up our burners. And I'm wondering if we... Yeah, I might just have it go this wide. So I'm wondering if we set up burners here, I can pump out all that fuel going into them. This part probably won't look as pretty. But if we have our biomass burners, maybe I'm going to do one more. One more long here. Go. And then let's just kind of space out. I'm thinking right now I'm going to do 4. I think that'll be okay. And then we'll just kind of space them out on here best we can. Maybe leave a little bit for the wall. Yeah, I think I like that. And we'll put 2... You're gonna be kind of a pain in the butt, aren't you? You're not gonna let me do... I have to make this part a little wider, it does appear. Or do we think 3's enough? Yeah, let's do... Right, like it's not like this... This doesn't have to be a perfect, like, rectangle anyways. I wonder if we should start with 3? Ah, man, I feel like we're gonna need 4. So let's do... see how one more looks here. there. Yep, it overlaps there. Okay. And then the idea is we're going to have... Ooh, you know what? I can only split it into 3, can't I? I'd have to do a double split if I did more. Okay, so... New plan. Right? Because I'm pretty sure I'm right there. Actually, I might have to move these down one more, too. I don't know if I'm going to have enough room. So what I'm thinking is we're going to have a splitter, which would look like that. It's going to be a little bit shorter. I usually like it. This one's going to go down to there. Our middle one will go to there. And you're going to go to there. Okay. So that's not too bad. Kind of looks weird at the end there, but I think it'll get the flow done. And then I think I'm going to need some power lines. I think one of the upgrades gives me the ability to put like wall outlets in, which is going to be nice. For right now, we're still stuck with power lines, which is okay. I think it's, you know, it's fine. But the power line thing is the one thing where it's just like, it looks like crap. Right, but if we put, you know, like if we put our power poles, let's say like here. Maybe we'll do 1, 2 spaces in between them. 1, 2. Right, so we kind of have our grid there. And then these will like hook up to them. Yeah, that's gonna be, I think that's gonna be one of the big steps I really want to do next, is I want to get these looking a little better. Right, and then from, I guess, yeah, I kind of have to do it that way, right? I mean, I know I can connect all of these, but really right now we're just going to be burning that one. Those are going to be useless. Maybe for right now we'll connect them. Oh, I can't. Maybe not. They'll be used eventually. It'll be fine. All right, and then... Yeah, the wiring, though, it's kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm going to hook up. I guess for now we could do like 1 to each. If I did that, though, that would be... I would have to switch that. 1 to 3. Yeah, let's just get an even distribution for right now. I know these are all going to be kind of getting crossed up, which I hate, but... and then you're going to have one coming up to here as well. Okay, so... Now, these bad boys should be being fed the stuff once we get them up and running. I guess I can throw a little in there now. I don't want to get too crazy with all this, but... so... What we can do... Yeah, we'll do like 100 in each. Alright, you're up and running. You're up and running, and you are up and running. I know we're burning fuel to make fuel, which is fine. I just want to make sure this is gonna work. So let's do our little test here. Let's see if we screwed anything up. So do I have any wood? Yeah, I do. All right, so I put the grass in there. I put the wood in there. I'm pretty sure. Right, this is the one I set up for wood. Yeah. So the grass will go in, the wood will go in. I'll just periodically drop that stuff off. And then the idea is for biomass to come out. Yep, there's some, there's some. Okay. It'll converge so that it can go into one machine. And then this machine should pump us out fuel. Yep, there we go. And then it should evenly distribute that out. There we go. And then it should go into there, which will make our power going. All right, so we've got that set up. And what I'll do is I'm going to take those two off, and I'm going to put them all onto this one. So this guy's basically going to be powering these. And then the other two will have to power our base. All right, well, that's set up. I guess it looks okay. Right, again, I'm gonna figure. Don't worry, I'm gonna fix the floaty part. I can't stand that. I wish I just had like poles, but I don't think that's a thing. At least right now, I don't have like a. Right, instead of not making that float by adding more foundation, I guess maybe. I wonder if I could do like walls going down. Would that be cheaper? Doesn't look like that would be super cool if it did. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to go just extra foundations, which no worries. We'll make that look pretty once we get more materials rolling in. So that's good. So we are making fuel. We're making fuel. I'm gonna turn it off for right now, because obviously we don't need these bad boys doing anything quite yet, because we're not fully up and running in this area, and I have plenty of fuel being used over there to keep our flow of actual materials rolling in. All right, so we are set there. Once we are up and running, that bit is ready. Again, I don't know if I want to do like walls. Eventually I probably will. You know, like put walls up around it, so that way it's just not very open. What do the little ones look like? I mean, we could do little walls too. But yeah, we'll worry about that later. We're pretty bare bones right now. All right, so our power grid is kind of up and running, so that's good. Now here's the next bit, and I'm probably gonna go pick up some materials. I want to set up our input warehouse. And I didn't put up foundations for that yet, but let's go back and grab some materials and see how those are coming along. I like the water. Very pretty. I like how we have a little bridge going underneath there too. Yeah, let's grab some materials and then let's head over to our other big basey thing. Yeah, we're gonna fix that. That'll look better. Materials are still flowing in. If you're new and you're just like checking out this one for the first time, all these materials are coming from like 800 meters over that way-ish somewhere, where our first very initial base was. But Zelda had brought up a good point that every time we upgrade something, I don't want to like just redo everything. You know, like obviously there'll be, once I get better power sources and all that, I'm sure that's a thing. You know, we can just upgrade sections of it is kind of my hope. So let's grab more concrete plates, rods. Do I have enough? I got cables. Really, it's big. The big thing is the concrete and the metal plating. So let's get some of our stuff like ready to go over there. Again, the big thing is big long production area. I still haven't decided what I want to do once it's done. If I want to just put like a bunch of storage here, or if I'm thinking I want to just have like, I know it's going to be a lot of things, but I kind of want to have it there. But maybe that's the whole point of having this so long, is we will have our storage right here. That way when I like walk out of here, I'm probably not going to use those. I can just walk out of here and there'll be a bunch of storage crates and I can just go and get the materials I need if I need them for something. It's kind of the goal. But yeah, I need to let the game basically just go for a little bit and get more materials. I want to make this a little longer yet, I think. I know it's already like super long, but like go big or go home has kind of been the whole idea behind this. All right, so let's get like this input station kind of set how I'm thinking. So let's go over here. I should be grabbing all this stuff. Hold on. Right, we can never have too many leaves and sticks and all that. Now that we got like extra biofuel being created. All right, so plus I kind of want to clear this area out. All right, so I want to get it kind of straight on there, which is that point right there. So if I make... Here's the thing. I want to make sure... I want to make sure the foundation's at like a high point. So if that's going to be kind of our middle ground, I feel like I might want to start here with the foundations. Yeah, and I don't know how big I'm going to make this, so we'll kind of see. Well, let's start with just like a 2, right? And then, yeah, so you can kind of see it, like the world grid, the snapping. Man, that was a lifesaver. That was a huge point by MSC. There we go. And then the idea is, let's just set up. Again, I know it's gonna be floating and it's gonna annoy the crap out of me while it is, but I will fix that. I promise. Get that out of the way. Let's pull out the old chainsaw. Oh, buddy. Oh, Jesus. Ooh, let me get that one out of the way. I feel like I'm gonna have to move this one too. Yeah, that's looking better. Can I do you, or do I gotta... Am I gonna have to take this one out? Yeah, I'm gonna take this one out. Sorry, tree. You got it. I think I might take this one out too. Again, this will kind of be a work in progress. We'll basically add more storagey things as we need them. Okay, let me actually put that away. Okay, there we go. All right, go. So I don't got to make this too huge yet. But let's start with like this size. And then I'm wondering if I'm gonna need... I might put ramps up here, so all the input's gonna go up this side. Right, so if I do ramps... Problem is when the ramps start floating. All right, so that'll go there, and then maybe we'll just start with our basic ones. So the idea is that gonna be long enough? Hold on, let me see here. The idea is gonna be to have storage containers lining this bit, and put one more that way. Right, so our iron's gonna get input into here. Yeah, that should be good. I don't think I need 2, but our iron or whatever. Let's start with. Maybe I'm gonna. I don't know. I might start with limestone. I don't know. There's actually limestone right there. But everything's gonna get input into here, and then it's gonna kind of get stored here, if we have like an excess, and then it'll get pumped into the factory. But that way, as like more materials come, you know, they'll have an area to where I know they're gonna go, right? And right now we have iron. Did I put that on the wrong way? I feel like I didn't. Is there a way to check that? I wish I could, like... Let me just make sure. Beep. Oh, yeah, we're good. Okay. Nope. Maybe. Right. There we go. All right. Orange facing me. We're going in. If I pull that out, it looks like it'll kind of show me. Yeah, okay. Okay, so here's kind of our input start, right? And then as we get stuff, I can just bring it in over here. I guess the idea kind of behind that is to see like how the flow is going later, right? So I mean, I guess we have time, right? We're only halfway through the episode. So what is all of that? Is that all iron? That would be sick. That's a lot of iron. So let's try to find just like a couple easy nodes. Probably what we should do is go get... we should have done that before. What we're gonna need is what? A portable miner. Portable miner, yeah. Let's go get 3. Let's go make 3 portable miners for ourselves. And then we can start the hunt of getting materials ready to go. That way, all we got to do is next episode we can just have, you know, the base set up. And probably what I'll do is, being that we already, I'm gonna set up basically what we had going, like what we have going already, because you've already seen that. So I'm not gonna do that again on camera, but we'll add to it on camera. All right, so I need 3 of those little miner guys. Portable miners. Yes, give me 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now we should. Yeah, we got plenty. Plus, I got stuff to make conveyor belts. So let's go. Let's go hunting. Let's go exploring. Let's get our 3 materials that we have kind of set up. And again, the whole idea behind having the production coming in this way is I do want to find stuff over here. And if we look at the map, right, there's some decent area over here yet. So hopefully it's not too bad. And, you know, if it doesn't look the greatest, we're not going to spend a ton of time over here anyways. You know, like once stuff's rolling in, then you know it's just going to be rolling in. We don't have to worry about it really. Grab a bunch of this. Turn all that into goodies. Okay. So we're gonna try to go that way. Let's start with, or do you want to start with iron? I know, yeah, those are all iron down there. Oh, that's a lot of iron. That's pretty good stuff. Otherwise, I got some kind of over there. Maybe we'll go limestone, copper, iron. That sounds like a pretty good idea. So let's shoot a limestone hit out there. It looks like it's all over there. There's another one over there. Where was that limestone? That one's over there. 296, 180. Oh, there's one right there. Problem with those ones is they're gonna have to come uphill. Let me see what these ones look like over here. It looks like we got a little supply of stuff over here. Maybe that'll be. Ooh. This guy wants some. Anybody, you want some of this? Ah, what's up? Like a bull. You gotta. Oh, you scared? You gotta kind of come from the side. Oh, what's up? Oh, it's a whiff. Yeah, I'll grab that. Thanks, buddy. All right. Where'd that limestone go? I think it was that one. Yeah. Let's see. How uphill are we looking? Not too bad. Plus, there's our. I think that's our iron. So we can kind of set up a couple of these over here. Grab this while we're here. Kind of just been storing those for now. Yeah, so that'll be limestone and iron. I wonder if there's a copper one around here. That'd be pretty sick. Watch copper just be like 8 miles away in the other direction. Ooh, God. There's one that way. Okay, well, we'll check those out. No, oh, there's one like way the heck over there. All right, well, here's our limestone. So let's get this bad boy. Let's get the transport ready. All right, so now I think I gotta knock that thing down, right? Yes. Okay. Let me put that away. Let's get this out of here. Come on. There we go. All right, so now get our miner on there. Yep, and we want that boy coming out that way. All right, so now feeling like we're gonna go up that hill right there. So let's get our conveyor system set up, and you should be, yeah. So once we get power out here, you should be good to go. Let me see if I can, yeah. Get get up this hill. Oh yeah, that's gonna be perfectly fine. Too long right there. Make sure we give enough room for our iron to kind of get going. Go. And these will just go up the hill. Alright, looks okay. And too long, so we can put that right there. Again, I'm kind of planning on, right, some long systems to get into where we're going, which is fine. This is quite long. It is quite the ways. Alright, let's see if we need... Are we gonna need 2 for this? Yes, we are. That's fine. I'm gonna set that bad boy up right about there, and now this should go into there. Beautiful. Alright, so there's our limestone belt for right now. I know we're gonna have to... I think we're pretty close to where we can upgrade these, which will that'll be a thing. Alright, so there's our limestone. Man, that's gonna be some power lines. And then we'll have iron over here. I wonder if it's... nah. Both iron, right? Yeah. Oh, buddy. You need to go away. Chainsaw him. Yeah. Come here. Come here. Ah, what's up? Ow! My face. Just going aggressive. Alright. Now let's put that away. Get this out of here. Alright, so that'll be the iron. Get another little guy going here. Yeah, I think that's pretty solid right there. See if we got enough conveyor belt material to get this bad boy up there too. Right there. I'm just gonna follow right along with this one. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to. We'll go look for that copper, but we're gonna have to probably go grab some more materials. These are quite the distance. I might leave this one just like here for now. We're gonna see where that copper is. I'm not sure quite how. Man, it almost might have been easier to just get that freaking iron there. I might switch that, because look how much easier that's going to be. The big thing is, like, how am I going to get it up the hill? I feel like we should do that, huh? But then there's limestone there, too. Man, I mean, I know the whole idea was I wanted everything coming from that direction, but man, that stuff's really close. Because I wonder, right, if we have belts... It's the thing I'm thinking of is it's going to be so much easier with the power lines. Will this go around? Oh, there's another slug over here. Just the hard part's going to be getting them up the hill. Yeah, so I wonder... Oh, God. Ah, idiot! Right, like, can I get belts up here? Let me test it out. If I can, maybe we'll do a cut, and I'm gonna get stuffs. I think I can. Yeah, let's play a little switcheroo. I'm gonna do a cut. When we come back, I'm gonna have the limestone and iron coming from that other way. Before we do that, let's go scope out the copper. Let's scope out the copper, and then maybe we'll be able to get our belts up and running here. So copper. Oop, now when I want to do it, copper. Yeah, so copper is always or also this way. This our closest copper's over here. Copper's gonna be kind of the longer one. Looks like, was it that? Interesting. I think it's gonna be a lot easier when I get those easier belts set up. What's that? Yeah, that must be the copper. Let's see. Ping it. Yeah, that must be the copper. Okay, so we can get copper there. So everything's gonna kind of come from over here. I think that'll be okay. All right, let me tear this bad boy down and then get some new stuff set up, and then we'll do the copper together because we gotta kind of figure that out. But yeah, copper will probably go along the outside. Okay, just trying to put a game plan together. All right, let's bring everybody back in a second, and we'll see how she's looking. All right. Well, it took some finagling, but I think this setup will help us in the long run. So we got our limestone one set up, right? It's just a pain of getting it up here, right? I actually had to do something, and I know I can take those bottom two out and that top one will stay, but it just looks so weird. It was tough to get the iron up here. So what I did was I built a stack of boxes, and then I was able to get it just high enough to where it kind of comes up here, and then it wraps around, and it'll go into where our iron's going to be stored. And I feel like, now that I know that, that's going to be what we have to do with the copper. So I'm hoping it's long enough, but I'm thinking we're going to have to build some storagey bins kind of in the middle there to get this iron or to get this copper across. So let me see, where is it exactly? What are you doing? It is right there. Halfway, I'd say, maybe like right here. Let's try this. I'm gonna see if this works. I hope it does. But let's put a few of these up here. It's almost gonna be like a little. Can I stack you up there? Not gonna let me. Identity is already here. Yeah, I know. All right. Well, maybe we gotta go with. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Nope. Oh. Oh man, they're backwards. Well, I guess it doesn't matter as long as this one's right. So I need you that way. Oh, I could have done it right here. Okay. Actually, they all are right. Oh, it's just because of my cursor being over the thing. All right, now I got to figure out how the heck do I get up there? I have to run all the way around. Oh, here we go. I did notice there's like a little cave over there too. Maybe we can kill like spiders in there. Some of the, what is it, like stinger parts or something like that? All right, here's our copper. Oh God. All right, buddy, let's get this done. Oh, I'm coming for you. Did he fall? Oh, he's still alive. Yeah, what's up? Okay. Let's get this going. Ah, please work. I hope this works. All right, and then we need our miner. You are going to be going that way for me. All right, now here's the big ifs. Okay, so that's too long, but shouldn't be a problem. We're going to have it go down to there. Please don't be too... Oh, yes. Yep. There we go. All right, so the copper will go down to here, and this should work. It'll get stored in this one a little bit, but I mean, it'll move for us. I wonder if I can... Ooh, I'm gonna have to run over there. Is there a way to get... Can I jump up that way? Legs. Is that copper? Oh, that's not a... That's just a node. I'll say that's not a... I'm stuck. Alright, let's try this again. Might as well have to go all the way around. It should be no fun. Yeah, that's gonna be too steep. Yeah, go through the map. There's a little bridge over there. Alright, let's see. Do a little exploring. See if there's anything else cool over here. Can I get up over here? Looks like it. Kind of a cool looking like bridge over there. Guessing there's gonna be all sorts of materials that are a ways away. Ah, crap. Let me get up there. There we go. I have so many leaves. I have 2,000 leaves, which... Oh, God. Man. Just... Can I get up on that? Oh, I need a grapple button. Alright. Just gonna go the long way. Got stuff everywhere. That was our last little iron node we checked out. Yeah, I think that would have worked, but the power lines are going to be way easier this way. We'll kind of set those up next. And that'll probably be how we finish, and then that should give us. We'll make sure everything's flowing, and then that should give us, you know, like materials getting ready. Ooh, it's further away than I was hoping. All right. Please. Yes. That is tremendous. So the copper's gonna go across our little bridge there. And then let's get this set up to where I want to make sure it doesn't go like through the ground. I don't like that. I wonder if I just kind of wrap it around that tree right there. Kind of cool looking. We'll put it there. And then we can have this one just kind of go along with our iron. Is that going to go through the ground there? Don't want it to go through the ground. That annoys me. Maybe we'll get like a high point here. Alright, that's definitely not going through the ground. There we go. Okay, get that. And then, is it going to be long enough? Yes. Alright, so we've got copper, iron, and limestone rolling in. Now, let's go to the power grid, and we'll get some power lines connected. So we'll probably have to redo that a little bit on how we have it set up. But yeah, let's see if we can get that. We can get all that set up by the end of the episode. That would be pretty cool. That'll set us up nicely for the next one. And we'll actually get this factory a-bumping. Of course, everything's over here. What I should have done was set this up the other way. Dang it. Right, you know what I mean? Like, if everything's gonna be over there, that really sucks. That kind of makes me like I might have to redo that. 'Cause all of our power lines are gonna be going this way, so it would make sense for our burners to be over here. Man, I really don't want to redo all of that. I think I'm gonna have to though, huh? The idea is to not have much going over there. But if we can get burners going out this way. Right, otherwise we have power lines just like coming back over ourselves. Interesting. Okay. I feel like we have to do it. So give me a minute. I'm going to basically flip this, and then we'll get our power line set up. All right, we are backwards, all set up. Got the ramp going down this way now, so I should be able to put all my leaves in here, which we got a buttload. And then we'll put. We got much wood? Yep, there's some wood right there. Alright, so the leaves and the wood are moving. Oop, hold on, let me turn that off. Play off, okay. And then this is gonna do leaves, and that's gonna do wood. Go there. We're gonna converge to biofuel, and then split it out amongst these guys. And then let's get a little added in here for right now. Drink. Where's my stuff here? We'll split you and you. Let's get 100 in each of these. All right, we're going, and we're going. So those should keep running. I know I'm gonna be kind of wasting one right now, but I feel like we'll be getting extra resource is coming in pretty soon. So this one I have, this is like the internal one that's powering basically our stuff here, which it looks like biomass is coming out there and there. Going into there. We should have our wood coming out here, or our solid fuel, I should say. Yes, okay, beautiful. So that's working. So let's get the factory up and running here now. I'm thinking I might save this one in case there's materials out there that we want to get. I mean, it's pretty easy to rewire these. So let's do you. And you're gonna go. Are you gonna go all the way to there? Man, that's pretty crazy. That's a long cable. Will you go to there? Wire is too long. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna take a little damage here. Superhero landing. Let's put. Ooh, look at that. The slug there. Let's put this wire like right on that so it looks cool. And then we grab that. What's this? Oh, it's another blue slug. Okay. Looks a little wider than the other ones. All right. And then cable there to there. Okay. Now I'm gonna need you to come out all the way to the copper one. Which, you know what? We might go. I wonder if I can put it up here on one of these bad boys just to give it some height. Yeah, like that. And then we'll set you up. Let's see. Is it gonna go all the way to that? Or is that too far? Yeah, maybe? Oh, wire's too long. No. Let's see. Probably just gonna do it like right here somewhere. I feel like that's okay. Oh, too long. Okay, there we go. Nice. Put a little power there, and there we go. All right. Well, let's make sure everything is running here now. All right. Copper ore. No power. Why do I not have power? Did I not turn that one on? Let's go check. It looks like none of these are running. Something is amiss. Oh man, I can't wait till these are all set up because it's gonna be nice. Let me see why is my juice not flowing? Oh, did I not? I know what I did. What an idiot! Oh, it is. I don't think I connected the. and the line on the other two, like right to the burner. That's my bad. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, I'm gonna fix all this. It's gonna look way better. We'll get that. We'll get it looking nice next episode. I kind of want to just make sure we got some of that infrastructure all set up. How quick are we burning here? We're already up to 131. Yeah, this is gonna be way more efficient than it needs to be. Ah, what an idiot! So let me take this power line and set it up to there. You to there. What is that? 1 to 4, 3 to 4. So I think what I can do is, just for now, just so we're not like wasting a bunch. I think that's a thing. 4, reduction. Consuming 15, right? Because I feel like it's better that way. Let me see. Does it change if I take you off? Do I get different numbers? Right, so consuming maximum, yeah, so I'm not producing anything. Oh yeah, and the biofuel does stay the same. So we're still using 30, so that's consuming. Yeah, maybe because they're connected, that's why I'm seeing it, right? Because the numbers are staying the same, right? It's just this one's now being used as well. So I'm hoping that makes it to where fuel's going to be more efficient. I'm not sure. Let me know if you really know. Like, would it be better to just run 2 for right now, because we are going to have enough with just 2? But I'm feeling like if we have 3 set up, at least for right now, I wonder if that'll kind of keep us looking good. All right, let's make sure we're up and running here, and then we'll probably call this one. I feel like this was a big success. Limestone. Just hop on here. Okay, the limestone's up and running. It's going up this crazy cliff area. Looks like we got some iron being brought up. Yep, there's some iron. Okay. Like it, I like it. And then yeah, so those work pretty good. That's definitely a way. I know the next upgrade, I think I can make the actual stands themselves multiple high, so I can probably just take that out. But yeah, that's actually working pretty good. I'm glad I kind of thought of that, I guess. I don't know. Everyone's probably like, well, yeah, it was pretty obvious there, idiot. Well, whatever. Yeah, and the copper's coming in. All right, so it doesn't look too sloppy, right? I kind of like how it wraps around that tree, too. But yeah, so those are our resources. So we now have resources coming into the new big main base. And we have lots of room to continue that going, right? So when we get like bauxite and quartz and all that stuff, we're going to add another one. And then the plan is, I'm going to extend this out a little bit more. But so these are going to start filling up, right? So I can kind of like check them pretty easily, see how our numbers are looking, but I'm just going to let them fill up for right now. And then once the factory is all up and running, so that'll be next episode. I'm going to do what we already have set up there. So check out that. I think that's what, the 3rd episode where we kind of upgraded to what we are doing now. So I'll get that reset, and we'll start there, and then we're going to add to it, right? So we'll have this big, long assembly line, and it'll go into storage. That is the plan. Plus, I got to take out some of these, not take out the floating pieces, but I'm going to make it look like they're not floating. But yeah, that'll be next episode. We're humming along here now. We're looking better. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I think this will be good in the long run. I know it's kind of spread out right now, but this whole thing's going to be, right, big factory. And I just think these side warehouses of like the power and the input and then having the production line, I feel like separating those out is going to hopefully safeguard us a little bit to not having to redo everything once we upgrade stuff. But anyways, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if there's any improvements, or like I said, otherwise next episode we got a plan laid out. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'm super enjoying this game. That looks cool. I'm really enjoying this game. I think it's been a lot of fun, like even more fun than I thought it would be. So again, hopefully everybody's enjoying it. Hopefully the new year's starting off on a good note with everybody. But yeah, let's call this one here. So check out the link for the Discord in the description. A lot of fun stuff going on over there. Otherwise, with all that being said, hope you enjoyed today's episode. Go out there and be a good person. It's not that hard, and I will see you on the next one.